Namaste, Hotep Natir. Peace, God, 13th overtone, 13 love, yo. So now I'm gonna be talking about the heart sound. The heart sound, I feel like, is very important because it's dealing with the element of fire and it's dealing with your heart. And I feel like they attack us a lot through the heart, with emotions. A lot of people get controlled through the mental imbalancement, and this is how they intake bad food and bad. This is part of the will. I feel like, what I'm saying, your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's very important to have that heart to do something. To stand up for yourself, or to stand up for others, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Even to make a change for yourself, it takes that heart. And I feel like the heart invokes the will, like allows you to have that will, which is the true spirit, the true Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Not that controlled, made up spirit that people falsified on people. You know what I'm saying? They hit them right on the chakra points and talk about some Holy Spirit. My ass, nigga, that's the Nazi swastika shit, which is the backward spiral. You know what I'm saying? Which is the black sun, aka the black sun, but the backward black sun, which is going backward, the dark and melanated sun, but going backwards, spiraling down. You know what I'm saying? Which got them to where they at right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what they represent. You know what I'm saying? So, this is important, man. This is gonna invoke that true will, that true spirit, because you see, in the churches, when they give you that Holy Spirit, it don't give you the will to do what you got to do on your own, like to move on. You become dependent more. You become a slave. You become controlled by some handlers type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Now you gotta acknowledge that when you have that will, you are able to do what you got to do. You are I, self, Lord, and Master. You know what I'm saying? You're not letting these niggas control you, none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? You have the will to assist others and to keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? You're not clenching onto nothing. So this invokes that fire into you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is important because this burns out all that calcification in your pineal gland. This burns out all that negative energy in your body. This burns out the parasites. This what's it? It also burns out that negative ether around you, that bad air. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're breathing in air, when you're meditating, and so I feel like this is very important before you start meditating, so you can have that fire built up, so you can just be burning out anything that's trying to like clinch onto you. Because when you meditating, you know what I'm saying, you got to make sure that you have a clear thought, and this is a good way to have a clear thought and to have a clear oxygen. You know what I'm saying? To invoke that fire within you. You start the fire within you, so when you're taking in the air is doing nothing but feeding the fire within you. It's not like you're invoking a spirit within you when you meditating. Don't get it twisted. Meditation has nothing to do with you invoking some spirits of like on some other type of shit. Because in all actuality, the spirit that we're dealing with is nothing but an oxygen. So when I'm talking about that fire, you're making sure you burn that shit. You're making sure you're not taking in intoxication. And what I mean by burning out that intoxication air is like air pollution. Just like what's it called? Cigarette smokes and shit like that. You're making sure you burn that out so it doesn't even come into you. And if it do, it get burned out. You know what I'm saying? So but it won't even get into you eventually to the point. You know what I'm saying? So you want to acknowledge the facts that you have the emotions that it'll release, and the emotions that it takes out is these negative emotions, and the negative emotions that is going to be taken out is negative emotions like your arrogance. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you're on top of the world and you know it all and shit like that. That's arrogance, and this takes it out. Your harshness of you having no sympathy. You know what I'm saying? This will take that out. And the fact that the sympathy of, and I'm not talking about sympathy in no soft sympathy. I'm talking about sympathy in the form that it's like the sympathy that I'm talking about is that you have no, like, you're not thinking of mercy. Like, you're not thinking like, yo, what if I'm, you know what I'm saying? Like when you going to, when you wrong and you like you go too hard, you know what I'm saying? Well, this will give you that hold back, like, yo, chill out, don't go that hard because you're gonna fall real hard, you know what I'm saying? So have some sympathy. That sympathy is not a sympathy of weakness, it's a sympathy of, yo, chill out. It not like it gives you the power to acknowledge when to have the sympathy, you know what I'm saying? And it takes away the cruelty, so it also takes away your hatred. So this is very important for you to take away, because if you don't take this away, what happens then is that you get stuck with this hatred. You know what I'm saying? When you get stuck with this hatred brings in sorrow, depression, fear, all the bad shit into you. All this hatred and shit like that, that's what brings in these negative spirits. So that's why it's important. That's why I feel like it's very important to do this this healing sound. You know what I'm saying? Because when you know, you should do it when you wake up. You know what I'm saying? A.M. before you go to bed, anytime. You know what I'm saying? Do it as much as you can. You know what I'm saying? Because hatred brings in these demons inside your body that's dealing with that hatred. It'll make you black out, that you can't control yourself, which is dealing with part of your emotions, and it'll bring in a spirit of hatred that is very hard to control, that is very hard to get away and get rid of. And a lot of people carry this spirit, you know what I'm saying? That's how if you notice, that's how this society or this world works off of things, you know what I'm saying? They work off of hatred, you know what I'm saying? And that brings in a lot of fear. That's what brings in everything that's in this society, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? So by you doing this healing sound, it's gonna be able to bring in back in joy, your happiness, your respect, your honor, your love, your happiness, you know what I'm saying? So you're gonna be more in tune and not be so heated and angry and shit like that. You're gonna be able to channel your energy. And now this this sound goes directly to the sun. So I feel like it's important to do it out in the sun, because you're dealing with fire, you know what I'm saying? So it goes straight to the fire. So you're working with your fire element when you're dealing with this, you know what I'm saying? So this is a good way to invoke your mystic fire as well too, which it goes around your aura, and it spins in a spiral, meaning that if anything tries to come to you, any bad negative energy, radiation through phones or whatever the case may be, it'll bounce off of you. Even negative thoughts from people, you know what I'm saying? Negative talking about you, it'll bounce right off of you with this fire. You know what I'm saying? So this is another thing, a healing technique for you to do. You know what I'm saying? You can also, to add into that, you can also use fire stones with you. You know what I'm saying? Like carnelian is one of them. You know what I'm saying? You can use a fire gate. You know what I'm saying? You can use different kinds of stones, and you can even have the stones activated to assist you into that form. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people trying to keep you away from crystals and shit like that. They really don't know what they're talking about. They're not in tune with that shit. They say that it's cursing people and all that, and that's because they got a bad spirit or some heavy karma on their ass, some bad karma. You know what I'm saying? Because these stones only boost you up. Because on some real shit, that's what minerals is. Those are nothing but stones and rocks, my nigga. That's what you eating. So choke on that while you talk shit about crystals. You know what I'm saying? And the color you want to think about is red. You know what I'm saying? It's this red color that you're releasing out. The season that you want to deal with is summer, and the direction is south. You know what I'm saying? So remember, the element is fire. So the sound is yes, like you know what I'm saying? The sound of like a dragon. You know what I'm saying? This is the same sound. This is how you know we come from dragons, or we have the elements of the dragon, or whatever you want to say. You know what I mean? That we still are dragons, because when you do this sound, the fire comes out of you. You know what I'm saying? It's building up the fire within your heart. But not just that, this is the sound people make when they're angry on some possessed shit. You know what I'm saying? So why let your emotions take over you and do it at that time when you can do it controlled? And you can do it specifically, because this is the same sound you do when you're crying. This is the same sound that you're doing when you're screaming. But now you're having more control, and you're acknowledging what you're doing. You're creating a fire to heal. Not a fire to be destructive, not a fire to burn yourself up, a fire to be healing. So you become this fire, this torch, and this is what makes you become the true so-called Illuminati. See, they try to become Illuminati. They not Illuminati, the eternal light, the eternal flame or whatever. See, you are the eternal flame. So that's what you become when you do this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing bad about it. If you think it's something bad about it, and you know, if you feel that you don't want to do it, then don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna push you into doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you'll get it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? But this is what it is. You know, this is mainly for those that know what's up, and you know, they just feeling so much push on them. I feel like this is gonna assist you even more. You know, if you're doing your thing, this is gonna assist you even more, because the healing sounds, we're dealing with vibration and holograms, so this is very important. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it's dealing with the heart, especially when it's dealing with fire. You know what I'm saying? So you want to build up that fire around you. You know what I'm saying? So you can be well protected at all times. You know what I'm saying? And this is what allows you to be having your aura rise up more, to be having a righteous aura too, because it burns out those negative thoughts within you. It burns out those parasites inside of you. The more you keep this fire alive and you keep it on the whole day, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It does works for you, man, at the long run. You know what I'm saying? Don't expect something like overnight or shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you know what I'm saying, you're doing it like that, you know what I'm saying? Unless you put in that much work, don't expect that much. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. A lot of people be talking all this shit about, oh, you know, little by little, you know, we taking little steps, little by little. All right, well, don't expect huge results when you're doing something little by little. It's like doing push-ups. If you're only doing one push-up every year, nigga, don't expect some miracle to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, if you putting in work, you know, expect something. You know what I'm saying? But if you not, don't expect something. You know, little work, little results. Point blank, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, this is the heart sound, right? So what you're gonna do is the same way the crop, the fry, you're doing this. I with the liver, I imagine a tiger's claw, right? You know what I'm saying? But now with this one, with this particular one, the heart sound, what I imagine is a dragon's claw, or on top of that, a lion's claw. You know what I'm saying? A lion's claw on top of that. You know what I'm saying? A lion's claw on top of that. You know what I'm saying? An eagle's claw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you just keep adding them on, because fire. You just creating a fire animal. You know what I'm saying? Bringing in that fire spirit. You know what I'm saying? Which is very important. This is what kills out demons and shit like that. This is very important, man. This is the eyes of flaming fire. You know what I'm saying? That's why this one to me is very important. It's dealing with the heart, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like the heart chakra that allows you to reach to the higher levels and to releasing that hatred. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I feel like this one's very important. You know what I'm saying? So you just basically like a dragon or like an eagle, like a lion. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands together and you making that sound just like a lion, like a dragon. You know what I'm saying? You're doing it just like in one and the same, that fire, and it's coming out. You know what I'm saying? Like that tiger, you know what I'm saying? So put it together, and this time you're gonna lean to your right. You know what I'm saying? So it's invoking that righteousness within you. You know what I'm saying? This shit is deep, my nigga. Alright? Ready? Deep breath. Then you close your eyes and you imagine that red energy, that red fire going into your heart, that fire. And you keep your hands right by your heart like this. Not touching your heart, but away like this. You know what I'm saying? And make sure that your long gong, middle of your palm, the center of your universe right here. You know what I'm saying? Put them together right behind one each other. You know what I'm saying? Right to your heart. You know what I'm saying? Your heart is located. Your heart chakra is located right where your right where your right where your bone is at, right there. your chest bone is at, right there at the end of that one, right there. You know what I'm saying? So you just do it like that, and you just close your eyes, and you just imagine a beam going right through that, and then sparking this up with this red light. But now, when you spark up the red light, I want you to imagine it as a red laser. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not really so much of a red light. You know what I'm saying? Like the root chakra, it starts off red. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you letting out, you releasing out that burgundy, that red, dark red, that like that blood red, and then it turns into this violet tone, this bright, hot pink. It looks red, but it's not red. It's very hot pink. So you just imagine that, and then you put your hands together to your heart, and that's it. So we're gonna do it again one more time. You know what I'm saying? And I want you to do this about like 13 times. You know, it's good to do it at least 3 times. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying just 3 times is going up. You know what I mean? And then you can do it as much as you can. You're gonna feel the results, the difference. Do it every day, and you're gonna start seeing that you're gonna release a lot of this hatred. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females that you know, if you feel like you being a real bitchy, a lot of male feeling like you being too strict, a lot of, you know, real dick. You know what I'm saying? Like a dick and shit like that. You wanna stop being like that. You know what I'm saying? You wanna be able to be more, you know, relaxed, and you know it. You know, when you wanna work on yourself, do this, and this is gonna assist you in being more loving. You know what I'm saying? Having that fire. Like, not that loving where you know what I'm saying, where it's some soft loving, it's some fire loving, you know what I'm saying, where it's like, you know, you'll be okay with it, you know what I'm saying, like, it ain't gonna be like on some soft shit, you know what I'm saying, like, you ain't gonna get stepped on. This is gonna build up your fire, and this also is very important, very good for people that are vulnerable, because a lot of people been vulnerable. That's why a lot of people are in the situations they're in, whether it's through their partners or whatever their case may be. They're very vulnerable, like very vulnerable, you know what I'm saying, like they, you know what I'm saying, they don't got that fire, so they gotta build up that fire. This is gonna assist you to build up that fire, get motivated, do what you gotta do, and burn out parasites, you know what I'm saying, and those people that are around you, to assist them, to heal them too, because this fire is to, you know, this is the real fire. This is gonna assist you to clean out these demons, do the real exorcism on these bitch ass niggas. These are the true exercises, man, feel me, to build you up to the exercises, you know what I'm saying, which is your aura, you know what I mean. So here we go. We're gonna do this again. Deep breath. Imagine, and you gotta imagine your heart. You gotta stay focused on your heart. 95% on your dantian, which is three fingers below your belly button. You know what I'm saying? This is how you supposed to breathe. It ain't no religious shit. It ain't no, like, you know what I'm saying, you worshiping another god or something. You know what I'm saying? This is your body. This is how you have to breathe. You know what I'm saying? They just never told you this type of shit, okay? You know what I'm saying? And this is how they take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? By you breathing the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And don't panic if you don't know how to breathe the right way. Yeah, it takes time. It takes time. You know what I'm saying? The important thing is that you acknowledge that, you know, there's that you was breathing wrong, and that there's a way. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I'm just telling you and there's no solution. And there's not just my way. You know, it's plenty of other techniques that you can do to assist you to get there, to get better at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to say, that it's not just my way. So it's not like you can see it as some narrow ass shit. You know what I'm saying? So you put your hands as, you know, dragon style, eagle style, lion style. Deep breath. Lean to the right, being righteous, and doing. You could do the sound. You could do the sound, or like because it does the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And you're just imagining your heart rising up in fire. Fire coming out your mouth as you do this. And you want to imagine it as a hologram, like real light first, and then it gets darker and it gets more vivid. You know what I'm See, now I want you to imagine this fire coming out of you as a mystic fire. The mystic fire is basically dark purple, a bright green, bright blue, a violet pink, all different colors going higher from the regular fire, which is red, orange, and yellow. You want to rise up to the higher, to the mystic fire, which deals with the bright green, the bright blue, the purple, the violet, the dark melanin. You know what I'm saying? That's what you're dealing with, all right? That's the mystic fire. So that's the type of fire you're spitting out now. Then you close your eyes and you imagine that mystic fire all around you. And you can feel your breathing feeling lighter right away, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you put your hands together, your palms together, but not touching, separated from each other, like away from each other, at least like an inch or whatever, and an inch away from your chest, from your where your heart chakra is out. And you, in your silence, in your mind, you're still making that sound, but in your mind, you know what I'm saying, in your head, as you exhale, you know what I'm saying. And what you want to do is you're giving out this red aura energy, and your heart is rising up, red fire, right? And then it gets into this violet fire, this mystic fire. So your laser beam right now is a mystic fire. So it's basically a rainbow, but just like a dark, bright ass rainbow. You know what I'm saying? Like a rainbow that you see in the universe. That's what I mean when I say dark. You know what I'm saying? When I say dark, I'm not talking about some dark entity type of shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, you know how beautiful it would look to see stars in space, in deep dark space? That's the type of dark I'm speaking about. Yeah, that's where God is at, right? So alright then. You know what I'm saying? As above, so below. That's what's within you. You know what I'm saying? And then you put your hands together to your heart with your eyes closed still. And that's it. Put your hands down. And how I know this shit is real, when I was a child, let me tell y'all something. When I was a child, you know what I'm saying, and I used to pray and shit. When I used to pray, without me knowing so, I used to pray in bubbles. You know what I'm saying? Like I pray for myself, and then pray for my body, and then like in bubbles. Without knowing about the meditation or shit like that, nothing like that. I used to pray in bubbles and protection and shield. And I always imagined that when I pray for myself, I pray for others, and then it'll turn into a bubble, and then I pray for my fams or whatever, and then I pray for the people around me, my friends and family, and and then for the people around, and then for the city, and then for the state, and then for the country, and then for the world, and then for the, you know, the galaxy, and then this is how I keep going. And this is a good meditation, and I had no idea. I used to do this as a child, you know what I'm saying? And this is my form of praying, you know what I'm saying, without knowing so, you know what I'm saying? And I remember when I was a child, I had woke up from a dream, and I had woke up, and it was like I was astral projecting or some shit. Cause I remember when I came back from my body, I had lifted up from my bed like this, and it was thundering and shit like that. It was a hard thunderstorm, and I remember a big ass lightning sparking, and it sparked. As soon as I got up like this, and as soon as I got up, it sparked right in my face, and it was like a red light, but it wasn't red, it was violet, it was pink, hot pink, and it sparked like it looked, I have a picture of that shit, it looked like a nebula. It just sparked like that, boom, and it sparked in my eye, like boom, like a spark, you know what I'm saying? And I woke up right, like boom. So it's like, now that I know a little bit more, now I know that it is an experience that I have within me, which is dealing with the Kundalini experience. And I remember specifically me sweating, hot sweat, you know, it's raining, and I was sweating. I got up. I was like about probably like 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? Infinite 8. And I popped up like that. And that's the color that I seen, the same color that I'm now reading about, that I know of now, you know, as in an older age, you know what I'm saying, about the heart sound, how it's dealing with the fire, you know what I'm saying, now, you know what I'm saying, and it's like, wow, man, you know what I'm saying, how things are. So, you know, certain children know, certain children, you know, don't know, you know what I'm saying, they get influenced, some of them don't, because I got a lot of people that I know that are not in this type of shit, and I seen how they were when we was younger, and, you know, at times when they would hear like scary noises or whatever, when they see a demon or whatever, they'll feed more fear into it than they would to try to fight it, you know what I'm saying, of like trying to ignore it or whatever. try to like, you know, destroy it or whatever, they'll give more fear into it. They give it too much attention. You know what I'm saying? They piss themselves to sleep or they go to sleep, you know what I'm saying, just crying and shit like that. And a lot of people have this haunted in their heads. You know, a lot of older people, you know what I'm saying, people my age, people older than me, people even younger, they still keep this hidden. It's very important to talk about this. That's why I'm sharing this right now, because I you know what I'm saying, like, I just you know, acknowledge how tormented people are just by those little things, you know what I'm saying? And people try to act tough, and the main reason why people try to act tough is because they're trying to cover that up. A lot of people don't want to talk about those type of shit that happened to them, you know what I'm saying? And them shit still haunt them. And the way they try to escape from that is through drugs, food, movies, you know, having sex, you know, different types of shit, you know what I'm saying? Doing drugs, whatever, you know what I mean? Even having an adrenaline rush is trying to have more knowledge instead of trying to heal themselves, you know what I'm saying? Like, people want more and more and more and more. That's why you have to be humble, man. Work with yourself, work with what you got, you know what I'm saying? These healing sounds is very humbling, man, because it's not like you need a lot. You don't need a book. You don't need, you know, you don't need shit. You don't need crystals. If you ain't got crystals, you don't need that. You don't need shit. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. You got this. You got everything, man. You got everything. I'm just trying to show you these things. And it's very important, man, that, you know what I'm saying? That's that sound the Incredible Hulk make, man. You know what I'm saying? This is the sounds, man. So it's like, this invokes that fire. You know what I'm saying? So I suggest you do this on your alone time before you do it out in public, because other people will take offense of this. You know what I'm saying? If you do that to somebody. You know what I'm saying? But when you prepare, when you need to do it, you'll be more prepared for it, though. And it'll come more sharp. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a loose fire, which, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be a loose fire. You want to be a centered fire. You know, you want to have your fire centered and like a laser. You know what I'm saying? More of a laser. You want to have your fire turn into a laser more than a loose fire, because that loose fire is that Lucifer. So you want to stay away from that type of shit. So this is what we doing out here, yo. Alright? So this is very important, man. Keep it up, yo, my people. Keep that fire up. More fire, more fire, more fire. This is how you burn these niggas, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about burning them niggas on a holy tip, you know what I'm saying? Or healing, you know what I'm saying? And I know burning shit on some, you know what I'm saying, chaotic shit, you know what I'm saying? On you know, healing, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm talking about, man. Alright, yo. Namaste. Hea7ing. I shake 13 over tone.